Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Shelly. Today is May 8th, 2020. It's my granddaughter's birthday. Happy birthday, Alisana. So today I was supposed to be flying to Peru to do some plant medicine. I was going to be over there for 3 weeks. I had been researching plant medicine forever and have been wanting to do it, and finally January 2020 I was like, it's 2020, it's the awakening, the 2020 vision. More people are going to be awakening, and I was just like, I want to awaken more. So I decided it was my birthday month and I was going to book it. So prior to that, I was, researching flights prior to this, and they were around my price range, but this one night I got on there and the price was right, had the money, so I booked the flight and the hotel and the car through a travel agent. The thing was, it was non-refundable, but I was like, I'm hell bent on going. I'm going. So I didn't care if it was non-refundable or not. So I booked it, got the confirmation number, was super excited. They were going to mail me all the details and the airline tickets. So next morning I get up, I go to work, and I'm so excited. I'm telling a coworker, I finally did it. I finally booked the flight to Peru. I'm going to drink ayahuasca. And the whole time that I was researching these flights and I was booking this through the travel agent, I was having such anxiety. And I just thought it was because I was going to another country by myself. I was doing, this ayahuasca retreat by myself. And I just thought it was just, the anxiety from that. I thought it was no big deal, that it was just excitement and jitters, and I would be okay. So the next morning I'm at work and I'm, telling my coworker about it, and I pull up my email, and I pulled it up and it said canceled, trip canceled. And I'm like, what? So I go in and I look at my bank account, and my bank account, it shows where it had come out, but it showed it had come back, was put back in that morning. And I was just like, that is so strange. One, it's a non-refundable trip. And two, when you pay for something, it usually takes 5 days to be put back into your account. So I was just like, oh, I'll have to call them at lunchtime when I go on lunch to figure out what the hell's going on. So I was so bummed. So I was thinking about it all morning long. Like, why, is my trip canceled? So anyway, at lunchtime I called, was talking to the travel agent, and I said, why was my trip canceled? And he's like, because I'd given him the confirmation. He's like, I have the confirmation. He's like, and I have no idea why your trip's canceled. He's like, this doesn't make sense. And he's like, I'll have to look into it. And I said, well, I don't have time. I'm at work. I'll call afterwards. So all day I was thinking about it. And on the way home, I was thinking about it. So I got home, sat down, and was exhausted, and I was thinking about it, and I was just like, it's going to take me an hour to figure this, out again, hoping that the flights are about the same price. So I'm sitting there, and I'm, frustrated and aggravated, bummed that I have to do this again. And then I'm silent for a minute, and I hear that inner voice say, you need to get your pendulum and ask your pendulum. So I got my pendulum out, and I asked my pendulum, show me yes, show me no. And I asked it to show me, am I supposed to go to Peru to drink ayahuasca? And it shook back and forth, no. And I was so bummed and so sad, because I'd so looked forward to going on this trip. And I was just like, well, I thought maybe, because I have asthma, maybe I'm not supposed to do it. That's what I thought. And then so I asked my pendulum, well, am I supposed to do ayahuasca? And it said yes. And then I said, well, am I supposed to do ayahuasca in Peru this year? And it said no. So I was like, okay, it has to be a reason. I'm just going to let it go. There has to be a reason. So, as the weeks go on, you start hearing about this coronavirus. And, January rolls into February, February rolls into March, and then I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like in May, on May 8th, I would have been flying out to Peru, or I would have, had the tickets, but it was a non-refundable trip. So I was just like, oh my goodness, the universe, source knew that if this trip went through, I would lose a bunch of money. So the universe saved me a bunch of money, which I'm so grateful and thankful that mysteriously my trip was canceled just like that. It's amazing. Like, it's little miracles like that you're just like, wow, there is a higher being. There is, something bigger out there, and we're a part of it. And we need to just tune into it and listen and quiet our minds. But I find that absolutely amazing, because there's no way if that hadn't have been canceled, I would have had that big chunk of money gone and not able to go to Peru. So I don't know. I just find that fascinating and thought that I would share it with you all. I know there's a lot of sadness and tragedy right now, and confusion and not knowing what's going on, but if we quiet our minds and listen, we have all the answers within us. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Thanks, and have a great day.